one more time. I have some very interesting news from my own sources that I want to share with you, and this is something you will not see on mainstream media, not on any other show on YouTube. So this is going to be the first time you will be hearing, but I think at the same time you will be expecting this because this is where it was headed from day one. So what happened? Analysts discussed the ongoing strain between William and Harry, characterizing recent media headlines involving the Sussexes as a deliberate move to challenge the Prince and Princess of Wales. Now, royal commentators argue that William formally provided guidance and stability for Sperry, suggesting that the dynamic shifted significantly when Henry or Sperry began acting independently. Well, I don't quite agree with that. It sounds like the moment Harry wanted to be self-sufficient or independent, he faced a lot of challenges from his family. No, that was not the case. He was always independent. He was always making his own decisions. But the problem started when this duplicitous duo started to get involved in Palace's affairs, when she started collecting information about them. And I'm talking about Nutmeg, the zombie picture that you're seeing here. Royal commentators suggest that recent news stories about Sperry are being strategically placed through favored media channels to influence public perception, particularly regarding his relationship with the family and his desire for a path back into the fold. A lot of royal commentators, a lot of experts and analysts, they believe the reason they want to come back to the family fold, talking about the duplicitous duos, is nothing but for the pure sake of money. They only need money. Once they have it, if they do, looks like to me, William would not allow them to make money. But if they do, then they are going to go back to the US, to the States, to California, to Montecito. And this time is going to be much worse because we have information that this individual is going to be collecting information on the family. But particularly the focus will be on Prince George, because she cannot stand him. Of course, she doesn't like Charlotte either, or Prince Louis for that reason, but she is going to make sure that the monarchy is destroyed, the future of monarchy is destroyed. She wants to create unnecessary stress on Prince George so that he will not grow up in a very comfortable environment, and when he does become the king after his father William, he will not be able to perform his duties like his father or King Charles. That's exactly the plan is from Nutmeg. And now they're also saying something shocking, which I will mention to you in a second. But overseas observers address Sperry's brief 47-minute meeting with King Charles. We do not know what they talked about, what the king told him, but royal commentators claim that Sperry was frustrated by the lack of involvement from other family members. Now, he was not frustrated. He was not just frustrated, okay? We do not understand the depth of the situation when we see or read, oh, he was frustrated or he was unhappy. No, he was more than that. It was way more than that. He was planning something absolutely vicious against his family after he saw that there is absolutely no place for him in the palace with the monarchy, and that includes suing his own brother. Of course, that will be done with the help of this individual, the Nutmeg, the old-time Nutmeg, the zombie. She is gonna be with her husband Sperry every step of the way. What else do we know? So royal commentators claim that Henry was frustrated by the lack of involvement from other royal family members. Why did you not guys come and meet me? How you disrespected it? How could you do that? And he wanted particularly William and Catherine during his visit to be there to socialize with him, to talk to him, and try to reconcile with him. Sources, this is why sources reveal, again, this is coming from my sources, reveal that the duplicitous duos are ready to sue William if Lily is subject to suspicions of surrogacy. You are hearing it right and for the first time. In the past, there were multiple reports suggesting that she was actually willing to sue William over the title issue. Remember, they got the title way after King Charles became the king. They couldn't get the title during the Queen's time, so they had to wait. But for them, the wait was forever. And they, at one point, and you can, cross-reference, you can check, you can search, anywhere on the internet, they wanted to sue William because they believed that because of him, Lily and Archie, they were not getting the titles. Okay, so they were ready to do so. But this time, it is the suspicion whether Lily is Sperry's biological child or not. If you dare to be so suspicious, if you do not believe our story, then we will take you to the court. That is what the source is telling me. Again, these are all my own sources that are talking about this. Now, royal commentators conclude that despite public efforts by the Sussexes to suggest they are returning to royal life, the Prince and Princess of Wales have maintained their distance and made their position clear. What they are now suspecting is that how William will react to all of this. And what they are saying is that it is not going to be looking good for her or for Sperry. If he does believe he has all the reason to cut them off completely and cut off all the nonsense noise coming from them from Montecchio, he can do so. And this time, if he does act, William, he will make sure that they not only never return back to the UK family fold, but also they will never be able to use their titles. And we have spoken about this in the past where we said once he becomes the king, the titles will be on the chopping board, period. And he made that intention very clear, especially in recently when Martha Stewart communicated with William about the conversation Nutmeg was having regarding her visit to the UK. William was not happy. He did not like it at all. But Martha Stewart heard it, that Nutmeg was leaking information, private information about the palace, about the monarchy, about her visit to the United Kingdom. I will be giving you more updates on this one because this is just getting much worse for everyone involved. Some comments here. Thank you so much for your comments. Leave a comment in the comment section below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful day.